like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He make sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap.
The Bears are now on the clock.
I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this button, the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline.
The Colts are now on the clock.
This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too.
The Cowboys are
always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up. I see you like
The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock.
I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go, your man, with my name in your mouth. I do the Maybach on Monday, so rock Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking side.
The Jets are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hairstyle. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my hairstyle. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a hairstyle. Too late, he already there. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's a so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. That presidents drop
The Eagles are now on the clock.
The last days, throw your get money, quiet storm, have a dogs. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these
The Lions are now on the clock.
fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, ripper taking that. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, ripper taking that. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead.
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right there's on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
My have an all-white ring. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call it and you lame. You had it and you lost it, all the shame. I can buy a Bentley, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crush a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why,
The Broncos are now on the clock.
big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you.
The Texans are now on the clock.
Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrow. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some. Bank roll on what it do, boo. He had the roulette vibe. And if I ain't did it yet, I'll try.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Big bank, tight, little bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, little bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do
The
me.
Broncos are now on the clock.
Everything zoomed in. Big on me looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like this after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare.
on the clock.
We've been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really had no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew up right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
The Broncos are now on the clock.
Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two up right now. Yeah, I'm two up, round blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up, brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to boof up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Need crew up right now, cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. First I pull up, hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm two up right now. Two.
The Cowboys are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I don't usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. The answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix of Autobots and mixed with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need to pad the walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Got it.
Brees now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
What kind of game are we going to have in store for us? I understand the call here if it's the final 2 minutes and you're losing. But this is the opening drive of the game. That is too big a chance for my blood. But give them credit. They got it to pay off.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And Watson has it right side. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready. You waiting? Easy.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, you waiting? You kill.
Now Brees on 3rd down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. A nice job of bringing that in, but why was he so close to the sideline there? They had all kinds of room in the flat.
A little bit of a lack of coordination between him and the quarterback, because both of them should have seen that room that was available, that space, Stop your route a little bit shorter, put it on him, and let him turn and get upfield.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
There we go. Ready. Left.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. He's going to rifle one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of. Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Hey, let's go. Ready. Check. 54, south.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
There we go. Gun. Ready. Right 25. 54, south.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 54 yards. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at the juke. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point. Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though. Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher. Exactly. Now Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay,
Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Gun! Gun!
Hey, alert 3!
20!
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's go.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hey, express! Ready to go!
On second down, here's Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ready? You waiting?
Throwing on first down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Breeze. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Grady Jarrett never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to go up top, looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep for Julio. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action, Breeze. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Breeze. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And down he goes just beyond the 35. But that pretty move got him some extra space to run. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw is Breeze. Looking long, and got his man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. On 1st down, Breeze. Caught on the left side by Gibb. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Breeze now on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Ready? 280. 39.
It's going to be a long day.
525.
To throw on second down, Ryan. It's a loss of 2, now third down. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Ready? 280. Hey, Rick Lance. 21. We go.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Mike, check. 59.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
21.
Breeze now on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
Here we go. Hey, two.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing now is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints just continue to roll. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense. Gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up." Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. $23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready? Black 25. 11. 21. 11. Gun.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play call.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Ready. Yellow wavy.
Breeze. This off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ready.
Play action. Breeze. But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Vic Beasley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On play action. Now Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 45 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Ready, like 25.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Breeze will try again on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Ryan on second down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Ryan. is another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Bree's going to throw here. Being chased out left. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On play action, it's Brees. He's going to fire one. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Hey, express! Here we go!
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Right!
One last shot for Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. What were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling, got my bands. Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money, I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling, got bands, got bands, got bands, I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about it ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all you break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to balling, I have to get my cash. The money is calling, got bands, got bands, got bands, I'm addicted to balling. I'm addicted to balling. I have to get my ends.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel in my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, how to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line abusing this kid. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your Mrs. Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the Blackest Panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get no different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mixed with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need to pad the walls. I'm the king.
Hey boys, coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green! Set! Blue, landing! Here we go now. Green!
This one's for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Here we go now. Green 39. Green. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Now let's go. 319. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
She said, what you gonna do if I leave?
All right, here we go.
I said,
Green 39. Green.
everything looking like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse in my family.
Blue 90.
I'm passionate.
Blue
Like,
90.
just after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves. Now I lead the packing. You boys all cap. I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or growing the wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottle. 3 points and a pay on semester. But you gotta better than
Detroit.
Tesla.
Detroit. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Now let's go. 319. 3.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I'm a Slim Shady, fixed it, and
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
back again.
Blue 90.
Crunch time abdomen.
Hot.
She did it again, imagine them. About to make these pump mad again. Uh-oh.
Listen up, guys. I think we all know what today was. Today simply
All right, here we
wasn't
go.
good enough.
Green 39.
We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go now. 319. Hot. Now let's go. 319. 319.
All right, man. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. All right, let me tell you something. Today was great.
I ain't lose religion, text and prayers. Hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed. I've been seeing prophets, musty yellow shirts. Louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks. Feeling out of body. Say the man got me on. Can you hear me? Hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. One might extensions out of look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud in me in your city, cause I
when I start spitting. Too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?